Theresa May accuses schoolchildren protesting against climate change of wasting lesson time. The Prime Minister said it was good that pupils are politically engaged but argued that they need to be in school to become the future professionals who can help solve climate change.
Here's a summary of the article.
Theresa May has said that the thousands of young people who protested against climate change on Friday increased teachers' workloads and wasted lesson time. The Prime Minister said it was good that pupils are politically engaged but argued that they need to be in school to become the future professionals who can help solve climate change. The comments created an immediate dividing line with Jeremy Corbyn, whose name some pupils could be heard chanting, with the Labour leader saying it was inspiring to see them making their voice heard. Schoolchildren joining with the Youth Strike for Climate movement walked out of class across the country to demand immediate action. But it is important to emphasize that disruption increases teachers' workloads and wastes lesson time that teachers have carefully prepared for. That time is crucial for young people, precisely so they can develop into the top scientists, engineers and advocates we need to help tackle this problem. Children gathered outside Parliament, in Cambridge, Brighton and other towns, often dressed in school uniforms and chanting, "Save our planet" and, now, climate justice.
This post received a score of 15,127, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
How's about getting the fucking experts we have now working on it? SMH.
We have already come to a conclusion. Large-scale deployment of molten salt nuclear reactors would solve the climate problem by replacing China's coal. Nobody wants the solution because no existing world power wants cheap energy to spread through developing countries when they fought so hard to hoard fossil fuels.
Figures that our species would be greedy and short-sighted enough to destroy ourselves because yeah, we could have infinite clean energy, but then brown and yellow people would have it too. Still, to make sure, is large-scale deployment of molten salt nuclear reactors, financially at least, sorta viable? Do we have enough materials in the world to build them all? How soon can we have this online, i.e. in time to avoid catastrophe?
We have enough nuclear waste to meet base load demand in North America for 130 years. Modern reactors are a bit better, but Cold War-era reactors were dreadfully inefficient and designed to be able to produce fissile isotopes for nuclear weapons in a pinch. Most of the newer designs are still derived from this core, mostly because it also happens to churn out useful medical isotopes alongside the waste. If we upgrade, we'll have to find new sources of plutonium for space exploration RTGs, too, but I estimate saving the planet might be worth it.
Could you link to a source that could explain this more? An article or book or podcast episode?
Here's a Forbes article to get you started. It's infuriating the more you read up on it.
Well, they can't vote, so they literally do not have a voice in the matter, since by the time they will be old enough to vote, May will be long gone. She doesn't have to care about them and won't, especially when they are not fighting construction workers sent to build pipelines or setting up armed roadblocks as is done when green protests occur on Indian reservations in America and Canada. But even then, people like Obama and Trudeau have proven that 99% of society will not care when green energy protesters are arrested and removed by riot police. It's a great revelation when you realize that politics is basically Darwinian. The politicians who are in office are there because they were best at winning elections. Period. There are no other criteria that aren't subordinate to that: win the election or else it doesn't matter, win the election and nothing else matters.
It is a well-known fact that those people who must want to rule people are, ipso facto, those least suited to do it. Anyone who is capable of getting themselves made president should on no account be allowed to do the job. Douglas Adams.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.